What? What you laughing at?
Accent. Look fucked up. Like,
I don't think I have an accent.
it come out with certain words.
Oh, okay.
Like Georgia, y'all got a certain southern accent in Georgia. Everybody from the South don't sound the same. Y'all got different southern accents.
Georgia
like,
sounds different. Oh, everybody sounds
Georgia sound different. Charlotte sound different. And Arkansas and Texas. It's all the sound.
Oh yeah,
southern,
Arkansas is
but it's
country as
different.
hell.
Like y'all like skip y'all C's and shit. You know what I mean? It'd be cool though. Like I was a big PR fan, so I like that shit. I like how you play with the lean on the accent.
That mean I'm sleepy. Mine.
Y'all be like, yo, don't get y'all got me fucked up. Like y'all just skip the whole C. Like nah, that shit is out of there.
What'd you say? You went to prison for what?
Like fraud.
Okay. Are you lying?
No, I'm serious. My brand started rich and unemployed. What do you think it's that for?
You look crazy. No, that's what I was saying.
What kind of fraud?
Food stamps.
Okay, I'm not. Whatever.
You think I'm playing?
Yes, I do.
No, I'm so serious.
Boy, you went to prison for food stamps?
$1 million.
How do you, what? I don't believe you.
I'm so serious.
Nigel.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Nino, man. It's be live. You do this to me every time.
Hey, Nigel. Did too hard, bruh.
Shout out Nigel, shout out everybody here, shout out Unspoken. We in the A.
Well. Today, we're talking about dealing with ex-partners. The green lights, the red flags.
Are y'all even allowing communication with ex-partners in a relationship? And if so, why?
You need boundaries, but it don't gotta be strict boundaries. Just make sure you keep it professional. That's the best way I could, I don't know. Cause I feel like if you were friends before dating, while dating, y'all break up, y'all probably still could be friends.
Could be. Depends. Every situation's different.
That's
some
true.
people, some breakups are not as nice, and so therefore there needs to be a boundary there where like we're just not talking. We just exist. There's no beef. I would say that's my how I feel in like multiple exes. Just like we just exist. We're not friends. We're not nothing else. Because how can you be friends with your ex?
I'm gonna go with no.
I say yeah.
Why?
I allow people to do whatever they please. Like, I don't think that I should tell you to, hey, you shouldn't be talking to such and such. You know you shouldn't be talking to them. So
right.
If you do choose to communicate, I'm not even gonna get mad. Like, all right, that's what if you feel like y'all could be cordial and talk and not have no flirt shit going on, then cool.
But what would they be talking about?
I don't know. I mean, whatever the fuck they want to talk about. I mean, I got exes that I'm still cool with that I could text and, you know what I'm saying, bullshit, ha ha he with.
What you be ha-ha-heeing about?
I don't know, the past. I don't know, we friends.
So you guys be talking about the past?
I'm cool with all my exes.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I mean, the boundaries, you just gotta know that it's a different situation. And it depends on the situation. Do you have children with your ex-partner? So I guess if you have children with them, then it's like, it should be about that. It shouldn't be too much time spent at funny times of the night that don't involve the child. You know what I'm saying? Just basic decency, basic common respect, and just draw the line where you need to draw the line. What you think?
I only have one ex really, and maintaining contact for us is all about the kids. So on my end, okay, K, sure, bye, got it.
Just keep it short.
Keep it nice, short, and simple. The more you talk, the more conflict comes into play. And so I feel like, for me, I can't speak for everyone, I speak for myself, it's just about being communicative. Like, okay, sure, I can do that. I got you. I'll send that. They'll be there. Type thing.
I was just saying, like, I don't have bad breakups. I had probably like one, but it wasn't even that bad. But
if you love somebody, have sex with them,
right,
and had like a beautiful relationship and it ended in a certain way, how can you say like, oh, we're gonna continue to be friends, but I'm gonna move on over here?
I didn't even consider children, darn. But I do agree, and this is a recent change. In the past, I'm like, talk to him, whatever. My loyalty is with my partner, not the ex. But as of late, I'm not a fan of you talking to your ex. And if you are, it does need to be a certain time where it's cut off. Y'all can't be kikiing on the phone at 3 a.m. Like, what are y'all even talking about? That couldn't wait till tomorrow. But when it comes to the children, yeah. But I don't think you can really turn that off. They have to always be available for the ex if a child is involved, I think.
But that's why, outside of children, what other reason should you be in touch with your ex? Like, why does your ex-girlfriend have to be notified by your current, like, why does that relationship have to continue?
Yeah, I agree.
Once I have an ex, they're an ex. The only reason I deal with my ex is the one that I have a child with. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be in touch. So I don't even see that's why I brought up children, because it's like, what other reason would you be in touch with your ex?
Yeah.
Unless y'all got business or something.
I'm cool with all of my exes except for one, but conversing and having conversations when I'm in a relationship, I don't really do that. I don't really play those games.
You know better.
Yeah, know better.
Yeah, like you know better.
Yeah.
You
I
expect
mean,
your man
I
to know
just do the
something.
right thing, right? Do unto others as you would want done to yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you really trust that a person can have conversations with their ex just
Oh no, I don't trust nothing. But the day that I find out that it was more than hee ha ha, then I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you because give me a reason. Give me a reason to fucking leave you. You know what I'm saying?
So you be wanting a reason.
Hey man, I'm not finna force nobody to be in a relationship. I'm not gonna I don't want to control nobody either.
Yeah.
Like, do you? You know what I'm saying? Like, respect this relationship, and if you step outside of that, then shit.
You respect your relationship though. So like the hee hee ha ha be about, like, give me an example. What do you hee hee and ha ha with your exes about?
I mean, it could be about their kids. It could be about. I mean, I don't think they want to be with me. I don't want to be with them. So.
Yeah.
But I would tell that. I'm not just gonna like hide and be sneaking on shit like that. Like,
Okay.
If I'm doing it, then I would let it be known.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's over with.
No, you're right. To me, it just depends on how we end. Like, cause I don't have a kids or anything, so it's like if we had good conversations, I'm like, I don't think it's gonna work out. Then yeah, I'll talk to you to a degree. But if I'm already moved on, I'm a queer, so you probably not gonna hear from me at all.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's like something that I don't know. I have one ex that I still talk to, but that's because we kind of into the same things a little bit. But if it ain't talking about a camera or anything, like, we barely talk. But I know that she know that I'm like super good at it, so she know that it's like one of them things. But again, it's about how we end, because if we didn't end
y'all
too
like
good,
advice friends.
yeah. And I see her every once in a while, maybe like 2 or 3 times out the
So
year.
it's like y'all have a friendship where y'all are able to like have conversations
but that's
about
because it didn't
each
end
other.
bad. It's just that we just grew apart. We started being in different circles. But the thing that I guess what brought us back together was the camera. But at the same time though, she's in a relationship, or she was in a relationship. I don't know shit no more. And then me still dating. It's like, man, if you got any questions, I give advice to anybody, so I don't make it seem like it's a big deal. But
yeah, you do. You give me advice all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that. I feel like it depends on how you leave off for sure.
Yeah.
My ex and I left off on bad terms, so we kind of continue those bad terms.
Yeah.
Right now, we just co-parent the best way we can for our kids.
Yeah.
But I'm friends with plenty of exes before him, but they weren't serious relationships. So I feel like the more serious you are, the more things you have tied into each other, it's harder to communicate with exes. But I feel like if you can be amicable and you split on an amicable reason, you can be friends. But if not, no, I'm not friends with my ex. We not cool. We co-parent, and that's that.
No ex can come back to me and be like, we friends now.
why not?
Because we're not friends. Because like for my
Was
new
y'all
man,
ever friends? But see, that's
for my new man, he gonna ask me how you know him. This your friend?
Nah, if you're in a relationship, that makes sense. But if you're in a relationship and your dude might be like, okay, not okay with it, but it'll still be major boundaries then.
Yeah.
Major boundaries, but I still think you can consider that individual a friend though. Like, it might not be
Maybe
a friend.
from afar.
Yeah, because you don't talk to all your friends every day. You don't hang out with all your friends every year. You know, some people you just actually see them out and about. You be like, oh, it was great seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe I'll see you again. Maybe I won't.
Yeah, yeah.
But now, if you got another situation, yeah, you definitely need a lot of boundaries.
Absolutely. I feel like doors should be closed with exes, especially when you're going into a new relationship.
Even if you're single, the door can be closed and still be friends.
All right.
Y'all only talk about the child? Do you like speak about your well-being and things like that?
I mean, that's natural. It depends on the dynamic of the relationship, how well y'all get along. Like if y'all not beefing, you're not beefing. So whoever you're talking to, you have a decent rapport. The conversation can spill into other things. That's just a natural state of comfortable talking.
Yeah.
But you got to know still when to draw the line. But if y'all cool, it ain't gonna just be like, hey, you got my daughter, hey, how your children? How your daughter doing? How your son doing? Or what's her name? Da, 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 boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But that's just because y'all get along. But if y'all have children, that's the main reason why y'all talking. So you have to be mature if you got dealing with somebody with children, because that come with that.
Yeah.
So it's all about your comfort level in your relationship with your partner, how far along y'all trust each other.
Okay, so I mean, I guess Jonathan, you're all free range. Like you could talk to the exes. I feel like you kind of like maybe not. So, but if you did allow it, what kind of boundaries would you set for those types of conversations? Would it just be the hee ha ha, or would you have like more things to add?
I feel like the only reason why you would need to talk to an ex is either business, because you guys are legitimately doing business together, or you have children together.
Or they dead.
What?
Yeah, like pray for them, like
Wait,
go to the funeral.
Yeah. Oh, they died.
They die.
But you can't talk to them when they're dead. But
or they're sick on their deathbed. Like,
ooh.
Yeah, like I just got in a car accident, they about to die. Hey, what's up? Woo, woo, woo. That's cool enough, but
yeah.
Right. Oh wait, I got a question with that. So, if one of your exes died, like, are you allowing your partner to like grieve? And so, like, how long? Like, what if they just crying for weeks? Like, are you like that's enough, or is there no boundary or limit for that?
You used to fuck this nigga. I mean, cry.
For how long though?
I don't care how long ever it take. But if you crying too much, then I might think that she might have wanted him before me. I don't know.
It's one of the questions. Can you police that conversation? Like, how do you feel about policing the conversation? Would you rather them not speak to their ex at all?
Using the word police in a relationship never works out for me. I think you got to trust who you with. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think you police that, no. Because if this becomes a problem, it's going to find you. You ain't going to have to find that.
For sure, 100%.
And yeah, that's been a lot of the cases. But my thing is, if I love you once, I love you forever. Okay. So it's not even fair for me to keep you in my like proximity and call you my friend if I love you still. So I'm not doing that.
I mean, you gotta know your limits.
Mm-hmm. My limits is that. Because men have a way of, like, in that friend zone, sneaking back up.
Them niggas don't be wanting to be friends, though.
Exactly. So that's the bigger point. Men don't want to be friends with you. I'm a man.
I'm friends with my exes.
Men don't want to be friends with you.
I'm a man.
They really want something else.
And I'm friends with my exes.
And in that friend zone, have you ever, like, spun the block, had sex with them again?
Nah.
Texted them like good morning? None of that? Oh, okay.
Pisces.
Well, that's very important.
Yeah, when it's up, it's up.
Yeah, when it's over, it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
And everybody will tell you that about
that's
Pisces.
important for context. He's a Pisces. So, enough said.
I don't know if I just got dished off, but
no.
I'm going to take it.
Respectfully, love Pisces so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to say we beefing.
We ain't beefing,
but you know how it goes. Yeah.
I don't beef with anyone, so like it's not beef, but it's just like, you know, do your part and I'll do my part, and we can keep it like that. I don't feel the need to be friends with exes at all. Mm-hmm. I mean, I go on dates and block people. So
yeah. I got a hard time like talking to people for a long period of time. Period. So I already know like when it comes to people that especially if we done been with each other for like. If we've been with each other for like less than 2 years, it's like you never gonna probably hear from me, honestly. Probably see me on Instagram or on the clip.
I don't even do Instagram. I will block you off my Instagram. Mm-hmm. If we not communicating
you gotta let
anymore,
me see the glow up though.
No, I feel like you saw enough when you were dealing with me. Bye.
I have a side question. You put it with an obligation. Does your answer change when there's no obligation, no children involved? It's just an ex.
At that point, then I don't feel like it needs to be contact to the degree that it alarm or affect your relationship. No, because why do they're ex for a reason. Unless y'all have a business together. Like you see them in passing, that's something else. But maybe just an emergency. Y'all might have a common friend. They passed, or something happened with them. You heard about what happened to so and so, or something you're interested in. They're like, I know she like this sports team, and they won a Super Bowl. Just anomalies. But this my ex, we was real close. But y'all not married, y'all don't have no children. Like, no, we ain't doing that shit.
Even if you're by yourself, this stays the same whether you're with yourself or if you have a new partner. You're not gonna talk to your ex.
If I'm by myself, I'm by myself. I can talk to who I want to talk to. But if I'm in a relationship, no.
Okay.
Because if we still talking, we probably need to be together at that point. I only talk to my ex like that. I don't do it.
I don't either now.
I lost someone that I wasn't necessarily in a relationship with, but we had a little situationship going on. And I cried for I only cried when I first heard about it. But I was sad about it for about a week.
I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't know. A part of me is I want you to be sad, because it's natural, you love somebody,
Yeah.
but also okay, wrap it up by
This is the person that used to enter their body or use penetrate.
What that gotta do?
Y'all had a connection.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, if your ex, if it was from years ago, you probably had sex with a lot of people, so you just gonna cry every time one of the people you had sex
Everybody
with.
had a connection with.
I feel that needs to be wrapped
This
up.
girl used to lick my balls, and I'm not supposed to cry.
Somebody licks your balls better, so why are you stressed?
How do you know this? That might be the best eater. You feel me?
You know what? And that's one of my greatest fears.
She dead now, so there's no need to be insecure about it.
Of being the girl that somebody settled for. Because dead or not, this person, you're still thinking more highly of them than me. That's a little bit
on the dick sucking part. But you might bring other things to the table, you might treat me better, you're a little more feminine, I don't know. This person just gave me head the best.
Have you lost your favorite eater? Because it's giving personal.
Yeah, she didn't die.
Okay,
she didn't die.
She's not dead. Well, thank God for that, right?
I mean, here and there, but it's not to the point where they mean so much that they have to be a part of everything I do moving forward.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me introduce, them goofy people, let me introduce you to my ex, why? What are you talking about? Why I need to meet them?
I agree.
They bring them to the events and shit,
Okay. Yeah.
We like family. No, you not. Y'all not family. Okay. Family don't do what y'all, you know what I'm saying? There be people that be doing that. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? People be doing that dumb shit.
Been there, done that.
See?
Never doing it again.
Oh, okay. So I did have a situation, right? Well, I did allow my girl at the time, to text her ex nigga. And she swore up and down that it was nothing. I was like, all right, whatever, cool. I was never insecure about it. And one day, she decided to go through my phone. She always go through my phone. And then I tried to go through her phone, on some haha. But she was a little too aggressive or defensive. I said, what you got in there? So anyway, long story short, I ended up going through it. And now she texting the same nigga that she told me not to worry about. And the nigga sending all type of messages, they sending pictures back and forth, all type of shit. So when they are communicating with the ex, it is a possibility, a very high possibility, because the moment that she's in her feelings, y'all get in an argument, she needs a shoulder to lean on, or she needs some type of support from a man or whatever, or some get back.
Ego boost,
you know what I'm saying? Anything. Yeah. He's gonna be the next nigga in line to, you know what I'm saying, step in. And I don't mind you talking to that nigga, because that just shows me who you are. I don't want to have to tell you anything. That just shows me, okay, this ain't the person I need to be with. Because if you don't know boundaries, that's something that I don't have to say. Yo, listen, I don't think you should talk to this nigga. Mm-hmm. But if you choose to, then cool, respect it.
Right.
And So
you just kind of know at that point it's probably the beginning of the end, or
when they're texting and talking?
Yeah.
No, because some people could actually, I don't know.
Really be friends.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. I could be friends with my exes, but the moment that they reach out and say, hey, I want to fuck, I'm not gonna be like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna say, pull up.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, pull up.
Oh, I was just thinking to it.
And that is why I typically would not prefer someone I'm dating to communicate with their ex, because 9 times out of 10, that's probably going to be the response if something like that were to ever come up.
Don't let it be a baby mama. Because anybody that I ever think I'm gonna get pregnant in life, that's probably gonna be, like, I can hit that forever.
Yeah, got it.
That's for sure.
Do you have children?
I just had one.
Okay. Aww.
Yeah, 5 months. Yeah.
Okay, so that's that person that's probably gonna.
Yeah, I broke up with her, and I'm probably gonna hit that for the rest of my life.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna find another one.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question.
Okay, so a slight gear change.
Of course.
Switching the road. What are healthy ways to handle jealousy or insecurity related to ex-partners?
Hold on.
Oh, that's a good question. For me, handling jealousy and insecurity from my ex's partner or from my partners, for my ex, I just feel like as long as you keep people out of the situation who you're not married to or have kids with or have a longevity with, then it's not even worth putting that effort into. It's just to see where it's going or how it's going.
Yeah.
Right? I don't particularly care for my ex's girlfriend, but at the end of the day, she's there.
She's there, yeah.
She's there, she's around, she's in the picture. There's nothing I can do about that, but accept it and move on and be the best co-parent that I can be. When it comes to exes, I just don't feel like ex and ex should talk.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be with that person. Your ex can be with whoever they want to be with, and the communication should still only be between you two.
Get out the relationship because you're not gonna get over it.
Depends on what you're talking about. And I agree with you, but I think some things is crazier than others when it comes to from the female perspective and the male perspective. And it's a test of maturity.
You're asking like if him and I were dating and then I was jealous of the woman before me, like how do I deal with that? Is that what
I don't think it's so much as that. I think so. When I read the question, I'm thinking like, okay, so I was talking to a dude who was a hoe, if not a hoe, a flirt, and now I've broken up with him, but now I kind of be on edge anytime my new niggas like talking to me. You know, I'm like, should I be jealous of this shit? Like, it's giving me a little anxiety about it because I had to deal with some shit like that from the past.
I think you need to seek therapy and you shouldn't be dating.
I think you got to question what you're attracted to at that point. Because if you met somebody that did what the last person did, it's because they remind you of the last person. So that's why you like, yo, he was cool like you, she was cool like you. So maybe you need somebody that's cool, but not necessarily that's the main thing. Maybe you need to adjust what you're looking for. Because, you know, people are who they are. If you keep running into that, that means that's what's catching your eye. And we all do that. It ain't like, you know, I'm above that. But that's what it is, though. We got to call it for what it is. We like what we like, but you got to understand what come with what we like. Some people like a certain woman that they know a little toxic, but they feel like the good outweigh the toxic. To the next person, the toxic might outweigh the good with her. Everybody got a toxic tolerance these days, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So it's like, what's your toxic tolerance? You know what I mean?
My shit is low. I know that's not a question. My toxic tolerance is low.
And it should be.
I'm problem free. I don't want no drama. Please leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, that's what we all say, but you know.
I don't like toxic, man. I don't like it.
I don't know. Yeah.
Ghosting's not okay. Don't ghost people. That's mean.
They not being so nice to you though.
How?
By being jealous of what you trying to do.
Well, that's why you just communicate this. You tripping, and I don't want to do this. Don't ghost. It's always explain why you're not.
You ain't never ghosted nothing. What's considered ghosted? Because if I tell you to leave me alone and you keep bothering me, then I stop.
That's not ghosting.
Okay.
You explained exactly what you wanted. That's not ghosting. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Ghosting is if like I'm thinking everything's cool. I'm texting you good morning. Ghost. You posting on Instagram still? No response. Weeks pass.
Are we answering this right?
Yeah, we definitely like went somewhere else. We went to ghosted.
What was it though?
What are healthy ways to handle jealousy or
Oh
insecurity?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we went off.
Yeah, I don't know how we got on go, but.
I mean, y'all did answer it.
Oh, okay.
Letting them know your boundaries.
Well, that's pretty much talking about with the partners you got though, like the jealousy of
you still having that relationship with your ex? How do you deal with
Oh, see, in my case, this is important. This is where this comes back.
Okay.
Don't be friends with your exes, and you won't have that problem. There's no need. There won't be any jealousy or insecurities because they don't exist.
Her advice is outstanding. I will admit that, but I'm gonna give y'all some other outstanding advice. Communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot of trust anyway. So I'd rather somebody be upfront with me. I think I could. I wouldn't too much trip on shit like that. Like,
If your new significant other is saying to you, I don't like the fact that you're friends with all your exes,
but.
and you're checking on their family,
Nah,
and you're sending Christmas cards.
I wouldn't be doing shit like that.
See, you wouldn't be doing stuff like that.
But we still friends though.
From afar.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would
you
have
just
to
don't
be.
talk.
If my significant new other is like, nah, that's
So they have to say it first before you're doing that.
To a degree.
Like they have to show that that's not something they cool with.
To a degree.
That's the boundary part.
Yeah, but I don't do too much though. That's what I'm saying. But I might do a little song that, you know.
What's the little song?
Yeah, I just think jealousy in general, like, it's not healthy. I mean, I think that sometimes in human nature, you might feel a certain way about certain things, but I feel like if the communication there, then that should kind of that should be able to open up your heart a little bit to be okay with what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times in those situations, the communication is not there, and that's how you have those issues. I think that when you, especially when you're talking and you really asking the proper questions, you know what I'm saying, then that alleviates half of your headache right there. I mean,
You would think, right?
Yeah, well, you would think, but I would think that it's that, and then really figuring out how much you like that person. You know what I'm saying? Because if you like that person, you will be more understanding of what they got going on than vice versa.
Right. I think that when you leave women to handle situations, things can get nasty and messy in a certain sense when it comes to exes and involvement, especially when kids are involved, even if no kids were involved. I just feel like that gateway should be open through the mutual party.
In fact,
if he's the mutual party, if he wants his ex and his new woman to be at least cordial, that's something that he would have to do. Because if things are uncordial between an ex and a new person, it's because the person in the middle is swaying the opinion, right? And only if the new person is in the picture are they going to feel like, oh, I have to believe what they say, right? Because I'm with you, right? And I see you, I see your hurt, I see how you're feeling. You're obviously talking about it. You feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So that person can try to be there for the mutual party.
You gotta be open though.
Yeah, you have to be open. You have to be mature. You have to be grown enough to say, this is a mess that I made. This is the bed that I made, and I'm going to lay in it.
Name it on your part. I'm gonna open on the other part to be able to accept that, to be able to open up and be able to even be the open ear to those conversations, because obviously that's what you're telling him. You know what I'm saying? So he got to be open to be able to be okay with that and to be able to hear you out.
Until the person in the middle
and listen, not judge, you know.
It's like doing the right thing, then all out parties will be on the outs. And I just feel like it takes the mutual party of the ex and the new person to bring it together and say, hey, I'm still cool with this person.
Yeah.
If they have my kids, I have to have some type of respect, so do you. It's vice versa. If I had a man, I would say that. I would say, hey, listen, these are my kids' fathers. You're not here to be a father. You here to play stepdaddy. You here to play my daddy. Like, there's no reason for you to dictate my kids. You know, they have a dad. They have a father. He's in their life.
You're right.
So I feel like with exes, it's all about territory and what the mutual party allows.
So I definitely think that there are two parts of being jealous or insecure, right? There's just plain old insecure, and having a jealous nature, and then there's being insecure in your situation based on what your partner is doing. So I feel like the only way to navigate like insecurities in the partnership or in the relationship is to either not do what makes that person feel uncomfortable, but if it is so important to you to do what makes your partner feel uncomfortable, I think it's the reassurance factor. That's the only thing that you can offer them.
Are you a jealous type?
Am I the jealous type? I'm the get gone type.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you even make me feel jealous or insecure in any type of way, I'm the type to throw it in your face and do something back. Like,
Gaslighters.
yeah, that could be manipulative. But you only learn to be a narcissist if you're with a narcissist. So, I play the game well and I learned it well.
That's a bar right there.
Hello?
I don't like jealousy either. If I don't really like resonate with that emotion, if I were to ever even get a glimpse of it, I would just stop dealing with that person. Because you're taking me outside of my character. That ain't even me to be jealous of nobody. So I gotta do it.
But toxic isn't just like.
I'm talking about jealousy. I ain't talking about toxic. I switch gears again. But yeah.
Okay, jealousy. I mean, I'm not the jealous type. You can make somebody jealous by doing stuff intentionally, but I feel like just like, because I met women and be like, yeah, I used to deal with this football player and all that. It's like, that's cool.
Good for you.
Because whatever he did, I ain't do that. You right here. So like that I don't feel nothing about that. Like I'd be cool. I'd be like, oh, well, you tell you to do that was worth that much? Shit. And you chilling with me. Hey, I'm winning. You feel me? Because it's like, I ain't doing that shit. So jealousy was never my thing. Like I feel like unless a woman's going out her way to like make you feel like less of a man, that's something else. But just because you had a guy that did this better than me, or something like.
Yeah, if you're going out your way to make me jealous, you out of here. You're done. So like, what are you doing? That's some lame shit. You gotta get out of here. No.
Jealousy is like, that's corny. That's one of them traits that's kind of played out. It's like, why you every time somebody goes swing, you tripping like that? She just spoke to me, you tripping like that shit corny as hell. Like that's some 95 shit.
90, like the year
Yeah,
1995?
that's 95 shit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take that's some 95 shit.
Well, I mean, jealousy, I think, plays part in insecurities.
And that's personal.
Yeah.
That ain't my problem. That means you need to deal with what you're dealing with. Because if you feel like everybody got an issue because you feel away, then that's because you feel away. Like you are dealing with people that make you feel insecure. So deal with different people that don't make you feel like that. They may be missing 2 degrees in the swag department or the whatever department, but that's reality. This damn dating, social media world, dating app world, they're trying to make that reality like that. Shout out to the Balloon Pop Show. It's a cool show. But the concept of it shows you that they're trying to take online dating and make that reality. Popping a balloon is no different than swiping. Like, that's not true. Reality. Mm-hmm. They want to get away from courting. No one would be dope. They had a little 5-minute session where they talked to the person one-on-one, and then did the balloon pop. Instead of just looking at them. Oh, I don't like your shoes. Oh, you make 80,000 a year, really? Yeah, but you popped the balloon because I ain't had the right pants on. Some stupid ass shit like that.
Yeah.
Like you can't fix that. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these shows though, it exposed what's inside of people. You are vain, you are superficial, and that's what you are. And that's what you think gonna come with that? Love.
No.
That's the last thing you about to get. But you were supposed to do what? You only liked me because I had a nice car and that was a rental though. I wasn't even mine. That's what you fell in love with. That's something about you. I don't say nothing about you. Lied. No, you lied. You lied to yourself. You feel me? So yeah, that's that. People gotta be real with themselves.
Like life is fun. It's full of experiences, and you don't get to say what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. Life happens, and it hits you. And when it hits you, it's all about the strong will survive. How are you handling that?
I think I had a conversation with somebody that I was telling them like as I get older, I'm starting to like have more grace when it comes to people that I'm dating, and I don't think I had that grace when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Rightfully, I think it was what's the word? I think me being naive and me being immature way of thinking, like I think as I'm getting older, I'm kind of like really like understand situations and be okay with things that I wasn't okay with, when I was younger.
Right. And you get older. We were just talking about that. Like when you get older, you grow to a different place that you never thought you would go, right? Everything that was interesting to you in your 20s are not interesting to you in your 30s.
Not for sure.
Everything in your 30s you've seen in your 20s, right? And so then it's like you get to your 30s and you're like, oh, I need to figure this out. Like adulting sucks, actually.
I figured that a long time ago, but you're right though.
Adulting sucks, and it's hard to be an adult in this world, especially living here in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, where's Atlanta though?
I feel like Atlanta is like a hot spot.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to like slow down here. I live in the burbs, and I live a pretty fast life.
I think, It depends on what you went to, what you were exposed to. But if you in Atlanta, you're gonna be exposed
What are
to
you
a lot of
into?
things.
What's your typical woman? Like, what are you into? Right now, what are you looking for?
Right now, I'm looking for, let me see, how can I put this? I think I'm getting to a point where obviously I'm looking for a wife or whatever I do, but I've been single for 6 years.
Wife or whatever is crazy.
No, I didn't mean it like that. Like, I mean, I'm definitely, I think, I've been, my whole thing.
You want, Nigel?
No. I want a wife. I've been having that feeling for like the last 2 years, but I think that
you be missing business with pleasure.
But no. I'm saying that like.
Oh, you too busy to be in a relationship.
That's how I put it.
Too busy to me just screams not
But
ready.
it's
Like red flag.
But it's not that I'm not ready. It's more so of like I just gotta be with somebody. I just gotta really have somebody that's really understanding what I got going on, and then I gotta be a little bit more open.
What's your type?
I don't really have a type.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't. You think I got a type? I think I got a type.
Please, you got a type.
I don't think I got a type. I don't got a type. That's what.
Dark skin, light skin, big booty, little
booty. I date both. I date little. I like
and light.
It's real talk.
I think there's jealousy and then there's like being territorial, and I think.
What's the difference?
Territorial is just protecting what's yours. You know, like if someone stepped up and like, yo, you know, chill. Mm-hmm. You know, like just being like just a dominant person in a relationship and letting, you know, the other or whoever, her too, you know what I mean? And I think jealousy is just, it stems from insecurities and then I think on both sides too, like both men and women get jealous, and I think that when men get jealous, they would crash out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. On some jealousy shit. Oh damn! And you shouldn't get mad at another man, you know, because of you know what I'm saying what your girl doing or what your girl allowed. You only can get mad at this woman. So like, you saying that I'm not jealous or I don't get jealous. It's not that I don't get jealous. I know who I am, and my girlfriend shouldn't put me in a position to be jealous. Jealous of what? What am I jealous for? What the fuck is you doing? You know what I mean? Like, why did this person feel like they can communicate with you in any type of way and then I feel like I'm jealous? Like, I don't want my girlfriend to feel jealous. Like, a way that I can make her feel jealous is by doing things with other women, like in front of her or on the internet. And oh damn, like she could pinpoint shit out, oh damn, you was doing this with her and you don't do this with me, or like whatever it might be.
So does that mean you like do it behind her back or you just don't?
Being jealous?
No, the things that might make her jealous, because you said in front of her.
I mean, I don't do anything at all.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, let's get that clear. I don't do anything.
You're an angel.
Yeah, I think I'm a really good boyfriend.
Oh, that's good. You might be. I think
I think
people
so.
can be really bad. I mean, or really toxic when they're single. When you decide to be committed,
Mm-hmm.
like,
I don't even think I'm toxic for real though. I think I put myself in toxic situations, but I myself, I know, but I really not though. I think the situations I be in be toxic,
right.
But the Jonathan, I ain't toxic for real.
So Finesse, he a little toxic, but Jonathan.
No, they one and the same.
Oh.
We are not toxic.
Gotcha.
You heard that, Delisha? We.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does co-parenting with an ex impact new relationships and family dynamics?
Well, I think for me as a man, I think it's a little easier for me versus women, because women can they could come in my life and never meet my children. It would never get in the way for real. You know what I mean? Like, unless if I'm a deadbeat, then you probably never see him. Even if I'm a good dad, like I can, you know, schedule my time out where this woman would never see my child or it never get in the way of our relationship. But with women, that child is always gonna play a significant role in your relationship because, oh shit, I can't come out, I gotta watch the child, or this, it's like, and it's hard for women to date.
It ain't for the weak, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they got more than one, and it's for grown folks, because your relationship is a lot of times dependent on their relationship. So you got to know what you're getting yourself into. You know, I don't care what you're dealing with. Their ex can definitely throw their energy off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's not all people, but I know I've been through that. Like, sometimes I'm not getting along with my child's mother. That's a weak spot for me. Like, that bothers me a lot. Like, not because I want to be with the person, but it's just something that's like, it's an unsettling feeling that could bleed into your current person. Now y'all arguing it. You know, so it's like, it's a lot with that. So you just got to really know what you get yourself into. And you have to have an amicable relationship with that ex, because the person that you with now, they're putting their love and trust in your hands, and you don't know how that could affect, you know what I'm saying? So it's just for grown-ups, you know, it ain't for everybody.
Yeah, it's hard for real, because that's a ex that you can't really like put up a lot of boundaries with. You can do the best you can, but when you got kids and shit and you want to be there for your children, and a lot of open communication is important. So like, they'll probably hit your phone often. Maybe not, maybe, who knows, depending on y'all relationship and how y'all parenting and co-parenting, but it gets tricky. It does get tricky. So fellas, I would advise.
What would you advise, please?
Just be with the girl you have children with. I would advise that.
I love that. Yes, men take notes. Don't create broken homes.
I wouldn't say that's creating a broken home, though.
But don't go in there with the intention of like, I don't plan on being with this person at all.
Yeah, but I mean, that wasn't my plans, but...
It's not just 18 years, it's a lifetime.
Nah, it's
generations.
Yeah, it's more than that. That's on, so it's important, you know, but it gets tricky. So think about that when you you know.
After a long night at Blue Flame. Strap up, please.
Yeah.
Because you see who just got elected. Right.
You don't have kids.
Mm-mm.
No, you don't have kids.
If I'm dating you,
yeah,
go ahead, take it from there.
If you were dating me and I have kids and you don't,
right,
I would just try to be as open with you as possible about like what I have going on with them, as far as like my scheduling and why I may not be as free.
Right.
But that's about as open as I would be about my kids.
Yeah.
You would have to like seriously be in a relationship with me to even know about my kids.
Right.
And as far as, I mean, I wouldn't want someone that I'm just dating to like go hit their dad up and be like, hey, I'm having this problem with such and such and the kids, and I don't.
No, you're right.
I don't want to put him, myself, or the kids in that situation.
Tell us about how it's affecting someone like you. You're on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, you don't have a child.
Yeah, no, in the past, I was like totally against like no kids. And not because of the child and the guy that I'm pursuing, but because of their relationship with the other parent. Like, is she over you? Is she okay with you dating someone new? I've had bad experiences from that when I tried. So it kind of like shied me away from it. So I had stopped for a moment, and then shortly after I tried again, and it's just always something. So like you said, you have to have like that clear communication with the other parent. And I don't know how you would prove that to me, but I would really need to know that y'all aren't anything but co-parenting. Just being on the receiving end or dating the father, it was kind of difficult. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, why am I here? I ain't got no kids. Like, why am I picking up this baggage? My bag's empty. It's just me. So it was kind of trying. It was difficult. I ain't gonna lie. And I did not want to do it afterwards. I was like, never again. But as I get older, I realized that the likelihood of me being with someone who has a child is greater. But I didn't like it. I didn't. So I would prefer a man to have that solidified, have y'all to the side. And for me, you can't have no child under like 5.
Yeah, I'm on that same. That's tough.
I need to make sure y'all are.
That's fresh. That's too fresh.
And y'all really could be done, but I gotta make sure. Cause I've had connections with people I ain't even got children with. So yeah, I don't know. And 5 is pushing it for me. I want to say preteen, but that's a lot. I've seen a life that I do not want to live.
I don't think it's gonna impact it. I think it's gonna draw more women towards me. It ain't gonna impact it at all. What man did you know that it stopped? That it impacted? Now it might impact the mother of my child, because she probably still want to be with me, and then You know,
you don't feel like that, but that's what I'm saying. I have seen it impact because the mother of the children or the child or whatever wants to still be with, you know, the baby daddy, and they're being petty or
That would
right. Then they'll try to, you know, hold the child.
Yeah, especially if you plan on still going back when your child's mother says she wants to again. Because you did say that. And you
it's
said
only when I want to do it.
You'll be able to hit her for the rest of your life.
It's only when I want to do it.
But you also said that if somebody were to ever text you and say that they wanted to, you would absolutely say pull up.
One of my exes.
Yeah, I'm obviously an ex.
I'm toxic. I admit it.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the first step.
Yep.
All right.
From my standpoint, I was thinking you have to definitely live with somebody that's mature though, that's gonna be able to be okay with whatever you got going on. Cause I know a lot of times I had no issues too, especially in my 20s. If I'm dancing out with a kid, you kind of like, cause I may like spare the moment stuff. I don't want to call you, but let's go to the movie tonight. But you can't. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that could.
I can. I have a name.
But for most women,
go to the movie.
Yeah. But for most women, you have that experience. You be like, do I really want to deal with? See, those are the moments where you can like. You gotta talk to yourself and be like, do I want to keep doing this? Because if it's like this, it's gonna be like this later on down the line. Like, maybe you might have more leverage when y'all are dating, but that's just the small part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
and
like
I guess for me, for dating, it's just fun for me right now.
Yeah.
I've been single now for almost 3.5 years.
Yeah.
I haven't dated seriously. I tried once and it didn't work out for me. So I don't like crazy and I don't like possessiveness. And I feel like coming from one relationship where you have kids and you moving into something different, you need to take your time. And when you're co-parenting with someone and kids are involved, it's important who you're dating. Who you're dating will be around your kids. Who you're dating will be around your ex. Like they will have some type of influence over the ex or the kids or something. So it has to be the most peaceful ground that you can walk on.
Yeah.
And you may not accept the partner that your ex-partner has chose, but you have to make it work.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you have exes and kids and even exes with no kids involved, especially if there's a friendship involved.
I do also see, I gauge a guy, how he deals with fatherhood and parenting. That's very attractive to me. Like once I date you, I've noticed, and I'll see how they interact with the parent and how they prioritize being a father. I do like that part. I'm like, okay, he's really serious about this. Like he's not folding on this fatherhood thing, and I don't want you to. That should be your priority. I think that's good too. But the 5,
nah. I think sometimes people be focused on too much. They still dealing with the person more so than how they dealing with them. Like as long as they get along, that's the most important.
The parents.
Like, yes. If they get along, then I'm good. Like
I really want her to be married. I saw a clip this week on social media somewhere. A guy said he wouldn't date a woman with a child unless the father was deceased. And I said, whoa, wow. The man got to be out of the picture. He was like, that's how he know for sure that they done with each other. And I said, okay.
That don't mean they done. You could be grieving over somebody.
Right.
That's even worse. You can't even fight that. You fighting a ghost. You be like, what you?
Fighting a ghost is crazy.
Yeah.
I want her to be married. I want her to.
You have to be respectful of the situation. And for me, sometimes that can be the hardest thing for me dating. I will cut somebody off for them asking me about my ex. Like, you don't need to know too much about that I don't give you. Like, if I'm not in open dialogue to you about what's going on between my ex, myself, and my kids, then don't push it. Because
you think it's an insecurity though, if he asking?
I don't like. I feel like
But do you view it as an
yeah, I feel like it's an insecurity that when guys or women ask me about my ex because they think maybe I'll go back because it's my family dynamic, or they think maybe there's still an open door.
I think it's a
in
smart
and out,
question
like
to
a
ask,
baby
but
mama, baby daddy like situation. Yeah.
I think it's a smart thing to ask early on. I'll be like first or second date, but when you're like repeatedly, you're gonna say that's what I feel like.
Over and over again, like pressing the issue, like, oh well, I could talk to him about this, or I could step in and do this. Like my kids are well taken care of. They spend time with their mom and their dad. There's no reason for you to even be involved without a ring on my finger. There's nowhere for you to talk to me about my kids if you're not seriously looking to date me for the rest of my life and be in their life.
Yeah.
To date me is to be in my kids' life. And I don't dictate what my ex does. I dictate what I do. And I just choose not to put that around my kids, that energy. When I date freely and I date fun.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I have fun.
What's up?
I've been tied down for 14, 15 years.
So we outside.
I'm outside. You know, I'm not even looking for that. I'm not looking for marriage. I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking to learn myself as an individual and know who I am as a person. And to come in and say, this happened the past 14, 15 years of your life, but that's not who you are.
Yeah.
You have a new paper right here with nothing written on it. And now it's time for you to write your story. For me, dating somebody, they have to be willing to come in and say, I'm going to be a part of her life. She's not a part of my life. I already have my life.
Right.
I've already been married. I've already been divorced. I have my 3 kids and I'm raising them. So for me, if you see me doing me like that with myself and my kids, you shouldn't have any insecurity about my ex because he's nowhere in the picture except for pick up and drop off.
This is a random question I want to ask. I missed asking before. If you're dating a woman and you both have kids but outside of each other, can she go on a vacation with her baby's father and the kid for like his birthday or something?
Absolutely not.
Take her sit for his birthday.
Why would she want to do that? Now, if he has a woman and you have a woman, and we do the family thing, just
Like,
co-parenting, bonanza or some shit. Yeah, we can do that, but no, hell no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Just want to stir the pot a little bit.
Well, just a little bit.
How can past relationships impact current ones, and how should they be discussed?
I think it could only really be impacted, well, of course, with your experience with the person, but if you do keep that contact, because I feel like you shouldn't be dating a new person if you're still getting over the last one. So I think the only way it can impact a new relationship is if either you haven't tied up those loose ends, you haven't healed from it, or you still communicate with them.
Kids, or you still want to be with them? That's it for me, man. Kids is children, or you still want to deal with them? It's really that black and white with me.
Okay.
Why else would you want to be like? Why? If they're fulfilling, if you, man, and a female is fulfilling something that your girl don't fulfill, you don't need to be with your girl. Or the girl you talking to, because if she was enough, you wouldn't have a girl. You need to be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like there's no need to go to the past.
That's a great question. I feel like a lot of times the impact can sometimes work both ways. Like if a person did something that kind of caused a little PTSD or a trigger, right? If it's wrong, you may be worried about that. And on the other end, if a person did do things right, you may be looking for that in other people. So that's kind of how that could impact. Sometimes if you don't allow yourself to step outside and really give the new person a clean slate, those things can come into effect. And what was your second follow-up?
I agree.
How should you discuss that? Like, how should that be discussed in your current relationship if you do feel like it's impacting the one that you're in?
Yeah. So I personally am the type of person where I don't like to tell people what triggers me, nor do I like to tell people what I like or want in a man, because I feel like that's when the representative comes in. So it's very easy if you tell someone, well, I like someone who does this or does that or is this way, that person's going to present themselves as such, and they're going to be able to act that way or respond or be that person for as long as they possibly can until they can't. And a lot of times, by the time that their representative leaves, you're too far in it. And now you have to make a decision whether you just go ahead and cut it or you work through it. As far as talking about your triggers, that's really sensitive. And I feel like that's something that somebody has to earn, because that's like becoming vulnerable. And a lot of times when a person knows your triggers or you're vulnerable with them, they can use that against you, like in an argument when they want to be petty. So I feel like those conversations, like I really, really have to be in a place where I trust that both ways, whether it be something that's good or bad.
Old habits die hard.
Nah, I do though.
When you put time, energy in a relationship and somebody that you still love or that you have ever loved, like that just don't stop one day.
Nah, it do open up. Oh, well, it keeps a little, but it work both ways too, because you put it like men the only one who be thinking like that after, but women think like that too. Like, oh that's always me. And that's always me. That's so, you know, it go both ways, but my mind don't work like that. But
have you seen it happen?
yeah, it happens
with some of your homeboys?
Yeah, and homegirls. See, you
oh,
like,
here you go.
Like
Okay, you're right. You're not wrong.
But nah, yeah, definitely, you know, but boundaries, like we was stating earlier.
So I think about like shit that you done been through. You don't necessarily have to say it came from your last relationship, but I'm assuming like these are things you done been through. You know what I'm saying? Before you like, all right, I don't want to play about this. I don't play about this. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Just
I
letting it
agree.
know at the beginning.
I'm into life experiences. I'm not
Yeah.
into your ex. Like
No,
whatever
thanks.
happened between you and your ex, I feel like I'm a different person. I'm a new person, and whatever experience we have together is between us.
Yeah.
Whatever you have going on with your ex doesn't have anything to do with me, and I don't want to know what y'all did to each other.
Right.
I feel like that's a separate situation if kids are not involved. Honestly, I just want to know about the kids if there are kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is so hypocritical. I really don't even date men with kids,
Why you say that?
and I have 3. I just don't. I feel like I know what comes with situations that kids are involved. And so for me, I have my situation under control. And so I'm not really
Sure about the other situation.
yeah, like I don't want to really be in the middle of a bad situation where somebody else coming in jealous when I'm already dealing with my own stuff with my kid's father.
Yeah.
So it's super different. For me, it's hypocritical for sure, but I don't date men with kids. I try not to.
I do think when you start a new relationship with someone, you should be transparent, like as much as possible. Even I love uncomfortable conversations when it comes to new people because I don't want you to find out a sore spot for me once we get into an argument or something. So I think that if you have any traumas or trigger points, you should address that with your new person. Not so they can tiptoe around it, but just so they'll know. So if you had a bad relationship prior to them, I think you should be vulnerable and open and say exactly how it went and how you were affected, because they won't know how to, I guess, deal with you in a sense, or they won't know what you've been through, so they won't do the same thing. But that's just me. I'm just really honest, like down to every detail I'm gonna tell you, even if you don't ask. So I want the same thing in return. Tell me everything they did to you and what you did too. And don't lie, because I'm gonna find out.
I think that people should take a lot of time in between relationships. Like you leave one relationship and like you'll just hop in the next one within a month or 2. I think that people need to like, okay, figure out what went wrong in that one relationship and then figure out what they could have did better, figure out themselves, and then like take a break. Like you'll hop in a relationship so quickly and like you bring in that past trauma or whatever fuck you might have been through. It could be some good shit. Like you could have had a rich nigga and now you got a regular nigga and then now you taking all that shit out of him because he ain't got no money and shit. So you need time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta space that out because you don't wanna try to bring in the attributes from the last man into this new one, or bring in the last, like y'all arguments and like the nigga might have could have like been hitting on you or some shit and you ain't even take the time to heal. And now you in this other relationship, you can't even trust this nigga fully, or like you got a wall up, or I mean, and then now that's causing problems in your relationship and you don't even know why you have a problem in your relationship, because it's because of your past and it's because of who you are. You ain't giving yourself time to heal. We gotta heal first.
We do.
And then I think relationships are stupid, period.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, but that's just a whole nother story.
Yeah, but why don't you speak from a male perspective? Because this whole
far as
time
what?
you were speaking like you might be with a guy and da 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 da. But what about from a male?
Same
Y'all
thing.
have traumas, y'all have triggers, right?
I think that we just need to take time.
Yeah.
Like I think that we don't give no time. Like we break up and we don't stop having sex. We don't stop dealing with women. We just leave a relationship and then we just start fucking with or start just building. All right, damn, I'm hurt, so I'm gonna just get 3 women on my roster and be fucking them, and it's like you ain't give yourself enough time to heal.
That's probably a little bit deeper than the relationship, but that's a hope.
No, I'm talking about the relationship and then you leave the relationship and then now you just not.
Right, but if you can't be by yourself, that's
Uh-huh.
deeper than just the hurt from a relationship.
I mean,
in
a
my
lot of
opinion.
niggas can't be by themselves. Like shit, like you always feel like you need something or you feel like you need some pussy and then you just don't just get
Really,
pussy
it's
unless you just
therapy.
paying for it. You pay for it and then the girl go about her day, but
Pay for it.
I mean, that's the easiest way to do it because I gotta get your number. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, cap
to
you
know
down.
you, yeah.
I really don't like you for real. I just really need the pussy out you. So
Okay.
we gonna text, haha, I'm gonna take
Yeah.
you a couple of days, but the whole time I'm like, man, I need to fuck.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Funny as hell.
As we get older though, we done been through so many relationships, so many situationships that we can you can tell, like especially when you get in your 30s, like the type of conversations is not the same conversations that you're gonna have. So you can kind of tell through people demeanors and how they be around people kind of like what they're about and what they're kind of been through.
Hell
Now, as far as
1
like,
to 2 dates, I know what's up.
oh yeah, for sure. Cause man, one date for sure. It's just, but yeah, I think that then the more you date, you can kind of be like, all right, cool, I'm cool with this. I might not be cool with that, but I can kind of get over it. And I feel like that's how you can go about it. But I mean, cause everybody ain't perfect, everybody got things going on. But I just feel like being able to see the journey and being able to see the growth, I feel like it makes
I would
things
rather
a lot better.
skip the journey. Like, don't tell me what happened
Yeah.
to get you to where the man that you are right now. Just show me the man that you are right now.
Yeah.
And then, like, I don't want to, like, prejudge you off of something that you did with your ex or something that your ex did to you to make you feel a certain type of way in your reaction. So for me, I don't really care as long as you're free, single, open to dating and being in a serious relationship. That's all that matters to me. I try my best to not date men with kids, and it has worked out for me so far. I don't introduce men to my kids, so no.
Yeah.
How do you handle your ex having a relationship with your family after the relationship is over?
That's a good one. Cause I'm that nigga they ain't gonna never want to get past for real. I'm telling you.
My family would never. You're dead to them.
Alright.
You're dead to them. Cause I mean, it doesn't matter like how it ended or anything. But like, I'm the type of person like, don't bring them up. Don't check on them. We're over it.
Dealing with family dynamics when it comes to exes, I am very cool with my ex's mom, and he is very not cool with my mom. So I feel like you deal with things accordingly. Sometimes I get backlash from being cool with his mom. Sometimes her and I get in trouble for how close we are. And then sometimes I have to stand up for my mom for how not close they are. So I feel like when you're dealing with exes, it's all about boundaries. It's a boundary with family, it's a boundary with new relationships, and it's a boundary with children when they're involved. And just respecting each other's spaces. If you respect each other's space, I feel like moving forward, you go in a positive light. If you have a problem with respecting each other, then it'll always be a negative light. So respect each other, move forward, keep it pushing, and keep it right for the kids if you have them.
That's how you feel though? They can't communicate with your ex?
I mean, they might, but like, don't bring it back to me. They're not close. My dad's never gonna like.
You don't think so?
I know so.
I mean,
my dad's an Aquarius. Yeah, he's not keeping in touch with nobody. He don't even keep in touch with his exes. Like, he not keep in touch with mine.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They fuck with me.
You're a great person.
I am, you know.
All the exes' parents love me still. They want me to date their daughter, but it be.
You a good stepdaddy?
Yeah, I mean, I like kids.
You like kids?
I like nurturing. I like hanging out.
Your ex's parents be looking for you?
No, I think it's just that when we was dating, I had a good relationship with them. Even though it didn't work out with the relationship, it's like when I see him, I still like you. Well, how you been? It's more so I even get like texts and birthdays, like, hey, happy birthday from parents, stuff like that.
Absolutely, I'm very cool with
that
my
just let me know
mother-in-law.
that just let me know that I was doing a good job and that relationships really do matter. So it kind of it puts a smile on my face to still have a relationship though, but it's a good feeling.
But how does that affect you with your ex-partner? Like, does it rub your ex-partner the wrong way?
Because it's not like an everyday thing. So it's just like on like occasions, or like I done seen people going out there, or not even mother and daddy, like sisters or brothers, shit like that. People that I done knew because of the relationship, but just over time, just talking to them and just I might see them out, you know what I'm saying, or I might see I might get a text or something. Oh, I seen you was working on this show. Congratulations on X, Y, and Z.
Right.
You keep it short and sweet. You just move on.
You just keep it moving, and that's how I feel. I feel like as long as the ground is respectful, it's respectful to everybody else. But when there's turmoil with those two exes, everybody on the outskirts feel it. And it's not fair to everybody. It's only fair to the people you're involved with. I'm super cool with my ex's mom. Me and him can't stand each other. So like we only co-parent, but I mean, I love his mom. Right. And although she has been hard on me in my life and my relationship with him, she taught me a lot of ways to be a woman. Yeah. So, I mean, I've watched her be a single mom, and now I'm a single mom. I don't hold anything against her now that I'm in her shoes.
Yeah.
I respect her and I always will.
I don't know if I feel like I need to, unless something really traumatic happened during my relationship with this person, I don't feel the need to have to talk about my ex in any capacity unless you ask me, like, so how was your ex?
I was
It's like,
gonna say that.
oh, I'll tell you. But I don't feel like, so yeah, let me tell you about my ex. Like, unless something really crazy happened, now I can tell you about my life, because your life is going to tell more about your trigger points than your previous relationship, because everybody's different. My trigger points are my trigger points. My ex didn't create them. They just knew how to get to them. So once you know me, you'll know it's about knowing my life more than about knowing who I was with previously, because what I'm doing is a reflection of what they are. So if you're not that, then what we went through don't even matter, because you're not going to even bring what they brought out of me, because you're different. So just get to know me, not my previous relationship. Now the parental relationship, that's something different. I think that's more of a relationship that people should talk about more than my previous ex, unless there was some extreme trauma there, in my opinion.
When you say the parental relationship, you mean how you co-parent and things like that?
Know how you was raised and your relationship with
okay.
your parents. Like, to me,
Okay.
that's the more, not trying to change the question, but that's more to me a relationship I want to know about.
But as far as like having a conversation about it, I think that conversation need to be like in the beginning, like right in the beginning. Like, yo, before we even get in a relationship, what's going on with you? Like, what was your past relationship? How long you been fucking single? What have you been doing to, like, you know, properly heal yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, have that conversation before you even jump in, because you'll try to have a conversation while you're in a relationship, and that's when the shit will start being rocky, and then it's hard to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Navigate at that point.
No, Atlanta's bad.
It's
I
like
don't even
9
date
to 1.
here.
I'm just talking about like guys. It's like 9 girls to 1 guy.
Okay, I'm flued out.
Yeah. But it's like you gotta go out of your fact, got to, cause here it's like.
Do not try to see me in Atlanta. Okay?
But it's like cause in my 20s I used to like use that as a flex, like we got so many options. But now I'm realizing like it's really nothing outside for real. If
No,
you really be
if you're
looking
trying to date me in Atlanta, I'm putting my phone on silent at night.
Why is shit there though?
Cause this shit is going off. It's going off right now.
Yeah.
What's in Atlanta? We just want to know for
Everybody be lying in Atlanta. Everybody got families.
Everybody got families. Everybody outside. Nobody really like telling them what's really going on. Like
In Atlanta, it's a hustle and
facade.
bustle.
It's a hustle facade, and it's a everybody celebrity thing. Like for you to even be, not even be funny, like for you to even be in my house, like it's because I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of times people be embarrassed to show you, and maybe because I'm in the house and a lot of other situations might be different. But I feel like, especially those initial conversations, you don't really be seeing that real, who that person really is, like, until you able to like really like hang out with them. But with Atlanta, it's like everybody's celebrity, so they try to show off their best selves.
Everybody
a lot of times,
thinks they a celebrity.
they think it's celebrity.
Everyone
The
thinks they're a
mindset,
celebrity
I'm just saying, the mindset is like, but so
That's
it's
why
like
I
it
live
kind
up
of
north.
I feel like they be throwing everybody off. Like if people like really came like to people like genuinely, and it's okay not to have everything going on, but just to be, you know, genuine from the jump, then I feel like it'll make those conversations more genuine. I feel like that's what's spoiling like the shit, because now it's like you feel like ain't nothing outside, and I'm feeling like ain't nothing outside.
No, I hate outside.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm never outside. I'm always in the house. I'm
And
only
everybody's so
outside if I'm getting
secretive.
paid. So like, I'm never just outside for no reason.
Yeah.
Like if I'm outside, there's a purpose. It's a check being collected or some fun to be had. So that's where I'm at.
I would want them to be happy. When they get a dude, though, you ain't got to give me no boundaries. I'm gonna give myself the boundary, because I don't even want Buddy to even trip, because I want y'all to do something. You know what I'm saying? If you know,
I don't want to say you don't like them. You're over them
Yeah, I'm a
romantically.
Pisces.
Exactly. So that's important too. Like you're completely detached from the situation. You want them to move on. That's important too.
I don't want them to, but if they do that thing.
You don't want them to?
I don't care if they do or not, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't want them to?
Nah,
Let's unpack that, but nah.
if they do, they
He's telling on himself, y'all. I'm just kidding.
Nah. They
You
do.
are open to wherever they go.
Yeah, well, that's my friend.
What if they come back to you?
They can't.
Okay. All right, noted.
They cannot. But, you know, I'll still talk to their mom and shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm one of them. We can still be cool. I'm always be, you know, cool with the family. They brother still gonna hit me up, wanna play basketball, you know, shit like that.
Wow, yeah. Harry would Oh my goodness. I would be so mad.
Why?
He's dead to us, family.
Why though? Why he gotta be dead?
Because
Just
he
because y'all
doesn't
didn't
exist
work?
anymore.
That's fair though.
You know? He just doesn't.
That's fair.
That's just how I heal. You know what I'm saying? That's not.
But what if you healed? He still can't come through.
Why would he?
What if
He don't
like,
have something else to be doing?
Yeah,
Another family to check up on?
You right.
He got other things to worry about.
You
Not
right.
little old me.
Respect her boundaries, y'all. Don't,
Yeah, leave
don't
me alone.
communicate with her family.
Text the old number from last year.
So you don't think that someone in your previous relationship they can mold how you think in a way? You don't think that they can shift how you think at all? Or how you deal with the people after them, I guess?
In some cases, but like I said, unless something happened, like
It has to be something big.
Yeah, it has to be something that really stood out because I think people kind of see things similarly. So I don't think it's a big, unless something traumatic happened, like yo, me and her, it was abusive. You know what I'm saying? We used to fight like. So sometimes if you hit me at night, I might think, some PTSD type of stuff.
Okay.
But as far as just we didn't get along or we wasn't meant to be, then get to know me as a person.
You're able to separate.
Now, in some cases, I feel like to know what type of person you was with more so than the dynamics of it. Because if I know the type of person you was with, I can kind of put two and two together. For example,
yeah.
If a girl say my ex was very religious, he was into a religion, I could be like, okay, I know what dynamics might come for that over the top or not. If she could say, well, he was into the streets, okay. So what type of guy you was with is more important than what happened because I could kind of figure out what happened. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that matters more so than everything else. So yeah, I guess it does to an extent.
But sometimes it's hard with triggers. Like I feel like you can heal from your trauma, but there's always going to be triggers, right? And so those are things that I think people have to realize that triggers are going to always show up, whether it's in a relationship, whether it's personal. Like that's not necessarily you bringing your trauma. Because think about it, right? I'm in a relationship, I get hurt. I heal from that relationship. Very easy to be healed when you're single because there's nobody to trigger you. So I'm not going to really know whether I'm healed or what triggers me until I get into another situation.
I need to hear a trigger too.
Like a trigger?
Yeah.
Passive aggressiveness. Like if I ask you if you're okay with something, don't tell me yes and then act petty about it. Like tell me you're not okay with it and then we can take it from there.
And it triggers you and then makes you do what?
I mean, it just triggers me in a way of where it makes me not want to be with you because I don't trust you because your pettiness, it could be, you might block me and now I'm like, well, what if I have an emergency and I need to get in touch with you? Like whatever that pettiness is, that, I don't know if that's a good trigger because I don't really react a lot.
Give me another trigger.
To triggers. What's another trigger? I mean, I feel like everything boils down to emotional unintelligence. Or intelligent. Is it unintelligent? Intelligent?
We know what you mean.
Wow, you know what I mean. Not intelligent. Not being emotionally intelligent definitely is like one of those things that as far as triggering me, it makes me distance myself. So now I may not be as trusting or I may not be as vulnerable or as open because why would I be open with somebody that I can't trust to tell me if something is bothering them or just communicating at all?
So your triggers are based around communication?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Dr. Phil.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm going different though. I'm finna go. No, I know I have.
You've been single since I met you, and I think I met you like 4 years ago.
But we met at a good time though.
We met at a great time.
Great time.
We met at a great time. We met on Clubhouse.
Yeah, people don't know that. Yeah,
people don't know that. Nigel and I met on Clubhouse only. Like we started fucking with each other from our voice.
Yep.
Just how we talked and how we got to know each other.
Start making rules and like. Yep.
Yeah, he do. Nigel, why we ain't never been on a date?
We were supposed to go on a date. 2 weeks, a week ago.
Why we never been on a date? We known each other for 4 years.
Well, hold on, no, we can't put it all on me. No, if you want to put it
all on you. I'm just asking a question.
We can put it on.
The club with our friends don't count as a date.
No,
so like, why we never been on a date?
No, we can go on that.
What's your type? That's why I asked you. What's your
You my
type?
type.
Oh my God, and what is
Be
that?
real.
Tell me what that is.
Genuine, nice, down to earth, beautiful.
Mm.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Look at me.
I mean,
What else?
That's all I need right there.
What about gifts that are like old gifts, but you're like in a new relationship, so you wearing like old necklaces or bracelets or t-shirts of your ex?
I don't do that. I get rid of stuff. I purge.
You don't play.
I mean, I don't want the memories either, the reminders. Why would I? I get in another relationship and then he's just seeing me have this big shirt.
What if it's a laptop?
Okay, that's different. That's different.
Is
That's
it?
so different.
I'm asking.
I'm not getting rid of my computer that someone might have bought me for school or
So the
something.
TV, Xbox, all that shit.
Okay, stuff
safe.
like that, safe. Like stuff like, oh, this is sentimental and I'm just holding on to because I'm praying and hoping that we can give this to our kids one day. Like, get rid of that shit.
What if it's a really nice dress that he bought you?
I would probably get rid of it though.
Jacket.
I would probably get rid of that.
Car.
Clothes is car. Okay, that's different. I'm
Okay,
not getting rid of my
just
car. But there's some guys who do the like, all right, give me that shit back. Indian givers.
Quavo did that.
I think that's the lamest shit ever.
Yeah, me too.
I would never
I
expect
agree. I
stuff
don't give
back.
a fuck how much it costed. You
It's
got it
just,
for 'em.
yeah.
Unless they like, yo, you bought me this Bentley, I'm gonna throw this bitch away. Do you want it back? Type shit.
Yeah,
let me
I'm
get
gonna
it.
take that
Well,
back.
yeah, that's not Indian giving if you asking me if I want it back.
Yeah, because a lot of people just don't want anything to do
Yeah.
with you anymore, And I respect that.
But I'm gonna keep the shit you bought me though. I'm gonna be honest. I can cut you all cold turkey. I'm gonna keep that jacket, them shoes, all that shit.
I'm gonna keep the stuff that I really use and like stuff that I'm not just saving for just sentimental value. Like,
But y'all, so okay, because you an advanced type of guy, so
Yeah, we
you
learned
talking
it
too
early
nasty.
on.
Me, I'm not that mature. I'm
They're
sorry,
not.
we're not. So
They're not.
You don't think that most people bring baggage in from how their last relationship went?
I do.
Yeah, it's gonna be, you're gonna bring baggage from every relationship you was with, but it ultimately stems from your upbringing and things you went through in your adolescence and how those things bled into how you dealt with life in general. So I think that's more of the time period that needs to be discussed, because that's gonna tell you what led to the pathology that led to the choices you made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so a person who came from a perfect background, a totally sane person, they link up with a terrible backgrounded person.
Define perfect background.
They've never had a bad experience in life. Everything is rainbows and butterflies to them. And then they meet this narcissist and they ruin their life. That can't change their trajectory and how they deal with relationships. Or they're gonna leave that bad person and just like, oh, that was just a hiccup in the road.
No, of course, experience is gonna change you.
Yeah.
But your experience and how you gauge your experience is based on your natural expectation of the world you're around.
Mhm.
If you live in a bubble, then you need to figure out a way to understand that this reality of mine is not reality, so I can understand the world outside of my world. That's something you need to do as an individual. That's why you ever notice in certain movies like Batman, he was rich, but he on purpose put himself in a position where he wasn't, to understand reality for real. Not saying you got to go to that extreme, but if
People not gonna do that.
but they should, because
People like their bubble. They don't want to go outside their comfort zone. But I get what you're saying though.
But that's cool if you're gonna be with yourself for the rest of your life.
Mm.
Once you go like this, once you extend your arm outside of 2 feet of yourself, guess where you just went outside your bubble. So life is outside the bubble. You know what I'm saying? The bubble is in your life, in your house, in your own place. Like, life is outside of that. So you gotta go outside the bubble.
Name 3 physical things you like about her, and then name 3 characteristics about her.
I like that she's a hustler. She knows how to talk. First of all, she's very talented. Let me put that out there. Even I've seen you on different platforms, and I feel like you're very talented. Period, though, acting and doing TV. What was the other one? Because I don't get before.
3, and then do three things about her physically that you like.
Physically,
You need to stand up.
I know you got.
Oh,
No, honestly, I like.
because I spin around.
I'm being honest. I like her. I like her height. She's perfect for me. I'm saying I like that for a fact. I like her face.
whole thing.
So, nah, for real.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. Let's give it up. For real.
You know her eyes are part of her face. Your face.
But I think she already know that though.
I don't know anything. We lived in the same place for years.
We have.
We bumped into to each
I
other
think
in
life
places.
is just, oh yeah, we definitely have. I think
We
life
bumped
be
into
life
each other like in multiple places.
randomly though. That's crazy though.
We had some wild times.
Oh, you know what though? I thought about that too.
You ever been like looking at something and somebody peeped that you wanted it, so they got it for you? So it's really it was a gift you probably was gonna get yourself, but they just beat you to it.
Yeah.
I'm keeping
and then
that.
That's what happens. The universe, like I lose it. So.
Damn.
See, God knows. I don't want nothing to do with them.
Damn. Y'all be getting erased, boy. What her? Hey, y'all somewhere watching this hurting, ain't it? Yeah, she be erased. Thanos these. Bye.
Actually, yes, I would love that. Be gone. They knew not to.
Shit, that's rough. That's tough though, cause them be the people that like you got a nigga somewhere sick right now.
My sister's laughing.
You got a nigga somewhere so sick. That's crazy. Damn, I probably need to be more like you. Have me some sick people out here.
No.
Nah, you seem like you enjoying it.
I don't enjoy it at all,
okay.
but it's just that don't play with me. And then you won't have to see that side of me. You know?
I'm too nice. I'm too nice.
You gotta watch The Godfather too. Seriously.
I love that you're driven.
Thank you.
I love that you're serious about like what you do in your life. I love that you're respectful of yourself. Another characteristic about you is this probably wouldn't be a characteristic everybody noticed, but I love how nervous I make you.
And the fact that she know that is crazy though.
Yeah.
She know that though.
I love that. And 3 things I love about your body is, of course, your height. You know, above 6 foot is available to ride this ride.
That's right.
So I know that.
That's right.
I love your eyes. I love hazel eyes. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
And another bodily characteristics. I know you go to the gym. I know you work out. I know you eat and you can cook. So I like that. Real homebody. I like that. A homebody in the streets is a plus for me.
No, let's do it.
How do you handle your ex gifting you something and you're in a new relationship?
Hey, why that shit happened to me, boy?
Oh, and how'd that work out for you?
That was a terrible birthday. It was still
See,
cool.
my points keep getting proven. Go ahead. What happened? Break it down.
Well, it just showed up to the crib when, my current girl was there. And it was an expensive, pricey, glittery, glamorous gift, which didn't help. So,
What'd she do? What'd she do?
What who do?
Your new relationship.
Oh yeah, I had to fight to get her back because that shit did look her. But this is the thing too. Now, this did teach me a lesson because I'm too generous or nice or whatever. So I had to really learn to you can't do that with everybody. This girl wasn't really that much of a friend, but I try to be I don't know, I was just trying to be cordial with her, but I broke her. I did not like her for real. So she did that shit on some. Nah, she was a nasty person. Don't feel bad
Nasty?
for her. Yes, terrible.
Nasty, like what?
She was very mean, selfish, self-absorbent.
When was her birthday?
She Libra.
Oh, okay.
But I don't hate Libras though.
Yeah, it was just an experience.
But I watch y'all motherfuckers with the hawkish eyes. But nah, she was rough, bruh. She was cool. But not cool enough. But nah, that shit
Did she know what she was doing?
Yeah, she did that shit on purpose.
Oh, okay.
That was and that's when I learned okay, you can't just be nice to everybody. She knew that was gonna
cause a problem.
Now, how she know the package was gonna get there when it got there, I don't fucking know that part. Cause it was almost perfect timing. I couldn't hide that bitch or nothing. She was like, "Oh, you not gonna open it?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't want to open it." had a card in there and all kind. Yeah, it smelled like some shit, perfume and stuff. Yeah, she was tripping. She tried to get me killed, boy.
That's crazy.
She tried to get me hurt.
All right, so let's sum this shit up.
I forgot we were filming.
Dealing with ex-partners. Let's say some positives. Let's say some red flag shit about it. Sum it up for the...
You said some positive things?
Yeah.
About dealing with an ex?
Yeah.
Positive things about dealing with the ex?
I have nothing positive to say. Go ahead.
You
I don't think you should. I think if you truly want to move on and move in a direction of growth, leave the past in the past.
As far as dealing with your partners, it's probably something that you should not do while you're in a relationship. If you're single, do as you may. But if you feel that it is very important and you just have to deal with them, I would just say be open.
Dealing with ex-partners is just a learning experience. I think you should take whatever you don't learn from not even your last ex, but your previous exes,
And experiences.
and experiences for sure, and take it into your new relationship. I think that if you could do that, especially at your big old age, you definitely will.
Ask me the question again too.
You definitely will be able to do everything you need communication-wise to make sure your partner is comfortable with what used to be going on.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's what I'm saying. Because this is the baseline for me. If there's not children involved, I don't see the reason why the ex has to be present in my current relationship. So that's why. So I'm glad you said co-parenting. The positive things is, if we get along, it's all going to be positive because I'm only going to say positive things. I'm only going to bring positive energy because we get along. I'm not going to try to make her look bad to her man. She's not going to try to make me look bad to my current woman. So if the relationship good, I think everything else comes under that. And the positive thing is that y'all could be able to do things together as a family. Like, you know what I mean? Functions and things like that, you know.
Dealing with exes when it comes to new relationships is don't argue. That's something that will trigger your new person, arguing with your ex. Dealing with them is like need to basis. Like if I don't need to deal with you, I don't have to. It's not gonna upset my new partner. It's not gonna make them feel any type of way. Have boundaries. Boundaries are important when dealing with exes and new people. Some people have friendships with their exes. I do not. I have kids with my exes, so I have situationships with my ex. And that has to be dealt with because we have kids.
Yeah.
I think that involving a new partner in that is to let them feel comfortable and let them know the situation and say, hey, this is what it is. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. And as long as you stay respectful of that, then we'll be cool. Like, don't step on my toes because I'm handling it the best I can. All I need for you to do is support me. So I feel like give and take. If you're the person who's dealing with an ex and a new person, then you have to be cautious of those feelings that a new person and have boundaries with your ex.
I know you have a lot of new stipulations and goals you're trying to reach. I just don't want to block those. Fuck them niggas. All right. If your ex, he don't want nothing but some cat and don't get to him. There's no reason for him to be there. I don't care if he's on the side of the road, broke down, AAA. I can't do nothing for you. I probably want to be praying for you.
And I love when a woman thinks like that. I was trying to be positive, but hell yeah, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you mess with the new one, yeah,
You
do that.
blew it, nigga.
But
Like,
if that's why I said when you got children there, outside of children, I don't think.
and it better be for them kids. Y'all know what my biggest fear is? Like, if I'm with a dude, they got a kid, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and baby mama call and be like, "Hey, little John, and then I see you."
I
I'm
ain't
like,
never
"Ah,
got that
fuck,
call.
damn. I can't say no. Go see that little nigga. Do I have to go?
Somebody hit you with that?
No.
I was about to
That's
say
a
that they
fear.
definitely lied. Nah, ain't nobody calling you 3 in the morning for little John.
It's
I
a
ain't
fear.
never got that call. Never.
I hope you don't.
They calling for big John.
Never mind.
If your baby mama is playing games, you know what I'm saying? She trying to keep that child as a tool. What you need to do is say, fuck them kids. Listen. You have to play fire with fire, because what they do is they use that as the tool, and they know that it hurts you. So you have to act like you don't give a fuck, and even though it hurts, it's gonna hurt you more that you're trying, and she keep pulling. Wait, all right, look, bitch. You and the kids, y'all have a great life. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting your senses right and you feel, You know what I'm saying? You come back. But in the meantime, don't try to push and pull. No. Make it easier on both of y'all. Just exit left. And it's hard. It's a harsh thing to say. I know it's a harsh thing to say because y'all are women. It's a harsh thing to say, but y'all don't. I've met so many men that been in situations where, she won't let me see my kids. Man, I keep trying. Nigga, stop trying. I bet you call your phone. You know what I mean? Stop trying because they know how to hurt you. That's the only way they can hurt you. So like, get up out of that. Go make you another one. Shit. I got 1 million sperms in this nut. I got 1 million sperms. I'll be damned. If I let one of these sperms fuck up my day.
Well, there you have it.
There you have it. That's my advice, man.
You know what? You was crazy at the time. I was like, I actually agree with that.
I agree.
I actually agree with him, which is crazy. I didn't think I would ever, but
I agree.
You're not lying. Because they do that for like an emotional response. Like, you know, it's
I
like
think
leverage.
my thing is like the kid though.
Right, and then
What about
the
the
kid?
kid?
Why she not worried about the
No,
kid?
right. The kid needs to answer to his mother when he's like. So why? What was the reason again? Like make.
I'm
You know, like, because I think.
But I feel like sometimes I've seen it work in a different way where the mother, like, it's like, don't deal with it. Then the dad's like, whatever, you know, okay, I'm not going to do it. And then the mother is allowing the kid to think that their dad just doesn't want to see him.
But you know, I think with that being said though, kids, cause you know when we were kids, like you realize I think more than your parents think that you do. Like I think at some point they're gonna be like, if 1 + 1 = 2, like my dad, cause then they're gonna have phones or iPad or like you gonna know, like you know what I'm saying, like something not right. And then all the years that they did miss, when they finally realized what you did, now you don't got a relationship with your kid. So was it worth it? You know what I mean? Like, cause that is not right.
You know, after this conversation, I've grown as a person, and I will say that she makes a lot of valid points. I think that I'm a pushover, and I have some self-reflecting to do. Nah, but for real, I am like a people pleaser. So I'm sitting here thinking about. I'm like, you know what? I probably let a few relationships dwindle a little longer than they should have.
Absolutely, because if you keep pouring to other people, you're never gonna be full. For your new relationship that might be beautiful and successful, you too busy all over the place.
Right.
Trying to please everybody, making everybody comfortable, and you're left uncomfortable.
You make valid points. That's what I'm saying. I grew
Dr.
as a
Chrissy,
person. This was a great conversation. So with that being said, you know, just stay open-minded. That's my advice.
Thank y'all so much.
Cheers.
If your ex don't want numbers of cat and don't get it.
Shit, hey, all right, bye. Bye. I gotta make another one tonight. Hell yeah, fuck that.
Another characteristic about you is this probably wouldn't be a characteristic everybody noticed, but I love how nervous I make you.
And the fact that she know that is crazy though.
Yeah.
She know that though.
I love that.
This damn dating social media world, dating app world, they're trying to make that reality like that. Shout out to the Balloon Pop Show, it's a cool show. But the concept of it shows you that they're trying to take online dating and make that reality. Popping a balloon is no different than swiping.
Important too. Like you're old, you're completely detached from the situation. You want them to move on.
Hey man, welcome to the best show in Atlanta.
Shout out to my boy Jeter. That's what we drinking on, Jeter Readers. Make sure y'all get y'all some Jeter Reader, man. Hit my boy up. For real.